This is the breakaway for those watching on Facebook, YouTube and Twitter. Welcome along. Our first summit finish, and Angel Madrazo won the race to the skies on cloud 9 after taking stage 5 of the Vuelta, with Miguel Angel Lopez in the red jersey. Well, the 31-year-old Spaniard who has never won at World Tour level before, well, today was how to do it. He was almost knocked off his bike by his own DS. Madrazo dropped several times, down but never out. His teammate Yetzibol tiring out the other rival of the day, Jose Herrada, up front for Madrazo to come through for what was ultimately the most unlikely of victories, and one that will be celebrated by the Burgos BH team, their second Vuelta a España, their first ever stage win. Well, Brian and Matt are alongside me here. Matt, we saw scenes just before the break of the entire team celebrating. This means so much to that squad and to Madrazo, doesn't it?
Yeah, when you look at some of the smaller teams, the underdogs, chipping away, getting in the breakaways, essentially making the race, especially in the early part of these tours, and they get their just desserts. I mean, it's a fully deserved win, and we thought that Herrada was the out-and-out favourite, but to be honest with you, he just didn't have the legs. Otherwise, he would have gone earlier on. But he, you know, the tenacity that Madrazo showed was something really special. And imagine how the team felt. I was like almost welling up. I could feel the hairs on the back of my neck standing up as they crossed the line. It really is special. I mean, the Biachi team, Burgos is the region in Spain. Biachi is one of the biggest bike manufacturers in Spain, an entirely Spanish team apart from Yetzibol, the Dutchman. But what an amazing victory. Wonderful.
Yeah, they've only got a small budget, and I remember a couple of years ago speaking to the manager saying we're going Continental, and I asked him what budget he had, and I thought, are you sure? And, you know, they went to the Vuelta last year for the first time they came here. But I think everybody was expecting more from Herrada on that last climb, but he just sat there at the front. And I think a lot has to be said about never giving up and motivation. What must have been going through their ears from the team car behind must have been just pure adrenaline, because they took it all the way to the finish.
Let's talk about the team car, though, because Madrazo was almost taken out of the race by his own DS. I mean, I thought that surely maybe was race over for the Spaniard. It was quite a remarkable incident, never mind one to recover from.
Yeah, they were servicing one of the riders on the left-hand side of the car, and then you had Madrazo on the right-hand side, and then Herrada just to his right-hand side, and they were too busy concentrating on Yetzibol, and they hit the back wheel of Madrazo, pushed him into Herrada, and it was comical, and it could have gone wrong, because sometimes, luckily, they were going uphill, because I've seen this happen in the past. When you touch a rider, he comes down and there's no way back for him, so luckily they got it right in the end.
Well, the most unexpected of events, but what we did expect certainly was a change in GC, and that is what we got. Miguel Angel Lopez is back on the top of the leaderboard once again, with Primoz Roglic now up to second, 14 seconds behind. Nairo Quintana drops to third, he's 23 seconds back, and look at that, Alejandro Valverde is showing he isn't just here to hunt stage wins, thank you very much. He sits at 28 seconds, with Nicolas Roche rounding out the top 5 within a minute of the leader spot that he just vacated. Well, we can see Miguel Angel Lopez taking the red jersey, which he has just effectively taken off the back of Nicolas Roche. He held it for 3 days. Miguel Angel Lopez was in the red jersey, of course, at the start of this race, and that will be a delight for him. Astana had such a strong start to this race, Matt, in the team time trial. Not such a good day on stage 2. Angel Lopez missing out on that crucial move that saw Quintana take the win. This is a statement of intent, I guess, really showing yet we are in this race. We are the team that you thought we were coming into it.
Yeah, I mean, I think when you look at the squads in this race, Astana clearly had the most stacked squad alongside Jumbo-Visma, really, and he looks very, very dangerous. And I think just the crispness, the way he accelerated away, didn't have too many teammates around him, but they're clearly confident the way he rides on his own. We've seen him win on numerous occasions over the last few years on climbs like this. It really is his sort of terrain, and he has the team now to back it up. He has the team, if they want to, put a real stranglehold on the race. A lot of racing still to come, but he's in a very, very good position. But interesting for me, Valverde and Quintana not too far behind, and Nico in 5th as well. A lot of racing to go, but they look very, very good.
Brian, we talk about the disadvantage sometimes of having a leader's jersey so early in a race. This is the second time that Miguel Angel Lopez has led the race, and in the interim, he's been doing white jersey duties as well. well. So every single day, his day has been extended, if you like, by maybe half an hour to an hour each time. Is that a concern on any level, or will he simply be happy to be back in red?
If you want to win a Grand Tour, you need to do this. It's as simple as that. But I have to say, the start of this year, I was really impressed with Astana. Really impressed with them. Just a pity what happened to Fuglsang in the Tour de France. And I would think that Lopez was maybe a bit unlucky in the Giro d'Italia. But on the flip side, I've not been totally impressed with them here. I don't think they've stepped up. And that showed in stage 2, where Lopez was pretty much on his own, and I think that's why he was a bit hesitant, waiting for his teammates to come back while the others were attacking. Okay, he got some time back today and he looks super strong, but let's see what Astana can do, because I know on paper they're very strong, but I'm not too sure they're strong enough here to defend us the whole way. And especially when you've got Movistar with Valverde, Quintana. Who will it be? One day Quintana, one day Valverde, and then there's other teams that are going to come into it. I think one of the big favourites, and we come into this race thinking Lopez and Primož Roglic. Roglic looks super good, and he's in the perfect position sitting there in overall.
Well, Matt, before you hot-footed it to us here in the studio, you had a bit word with Nicolas Roche, didn't you? So let's hear from the recent red jersey wearer after today's stage.
Nico, that was a valiant effort to defend the jersey. I bet you haven't gone as deep as that for a long time in a bike race.
No, I did go deep. I was really trying to limit my loss and pace myself, but I was pacing myself in really in the hurt box. No, I think I just did my own climb, and I think I did a good climb. The others are just at a better level. Nothing to be ashamed of.
I mean, you're still in an exceptional position. Wilco Kelderman, the team leader, was behind you, so you must be very happy with the way that you rode today, though.
Yeah, not happy because I beat Wilco, but happy because I was in good condition. Wilco's not too far behind, so I mean we still have another 2.5 weeks to kind of fight now for a good GC between the two of us.
I mean, earlier in the stage, the breakaway got a very big lead, obviously ended up staying away. Was there a lot of brinkmanship? There seems to be a bit of an impasse with the teams on who was going to ride.
Yeah, it seemed that, you know, we thought that once the big teams or the more interested in GC teams controlled with us at the beginning, that they were going to ride. We had no interest in making the raid hard. On the opposite, it was a lot better if I had to go once flat out rather than on the K flat out. So we kind of rode the pace. The guys did a really good job all day, from maintaining the bunch at a decent pace to putting us in optimum position at the bottom of the last climb. So fair play to the guys today.
Looking ahead, though, you've been twice top 5 in this race. You must be thinking about a very high placing overall now. The condition you're in, you look lean, you look hungry.
Yeah, I'm in my good Vuelta shape. Every year I come here with always very high ambitions. There are years where I was leaner and I kind of tend to blow in the third week, like in 2017, for example. I hope this week, this Vuelta, that I would kind of go into it and get better day by day. So it's a different approach. I'm a little bit fresher than other years. Coming into the Vuelta, I took a little bit more time to rest, and the first time that I didn't go into altitude between Tour and Vuelta. So hopefully the freshness will pay in the third week.
Thanks very much.
Thank you very much.
Well, from one Irishman to another, and it's the Irishman who's still in a leader's jersey. Sam, wonderful to see you here in green, a colour you're used to, of course. How much does this mean to you to be in the green jersey?
Yeah, I'm delighted. Yeah, hopefully I can stay in it for another few days, but yeah, it's with this Grand Tour it's always hard because the climbers often get it. So when they're racing, there's nothing I can really do. So all I can do is try and do my best in the sprint stages, and hopefully I can come back in it again at some stage.
Sam, I hear you've been carrying a few niggles. Is that right? Are you not in 100% physically?
I'm all right.
You're not giving anything away there. I like it.
He's playing his class close to his chest. The thing for me, Sam, is explain to people at home who are watching. A lot of people think when you have the mountain days for the sprints, they have an easy day just riding 20 minutes behind. Just to get up some of these climbs is a massive effort. You're nearly riding at threshold, aren't you?
Yeah, especially earlier in the stage. We're just trying to get into the bottom of the last climb, and then trying to listen out for when they finish the stage and calculate the time limit, and trying to stay within the time limit and use a minimum amount of energy. So yeah, it's hard.
Not easy.
Sam, we haven't spoken to you since that magical day when you took the stage win and Nico was in red. Just how special was that, the two Irishmen together?
Yeah, it was cool, and nice to be sharing a moment with a fellow Irishman. It was a pretty cool moment, yeah.
How long do you think realistically you can keep this green jersey on your back for?
Sorry?
How long do you think you can keep this green jersey on your back for?
I don't know. Just whenever the guys get the points in the next mountain stages, there's nothing I can do.
One day at a time.
Sam, just a quick question. You've obviously looked at the stages coming up. What's the next stage for Sam Bennett?
I don't know. I might have a look at stage 8, maybe, but I'll see. I don't know how hard the last climb is.
Brilliant, Sam. Thank you very much indeed. Congratulations on the green jersey again. Thank you. And we'll let you take. Have you got a name for this? Have you got a name for him?
Yeah,
have you named
got a name?
Not yet, no.
Orla, we'll call him Orla, that'll do.
Looks like a
Thanks
Sam
very
to me.
much indeed, Sam. Well, we are off to the mountains once again tomorrow, and the second of 3 mountain top finishes, sandwiched between today's tough summit finale and the one to come on stage 7. The filling in the mountain bocadillo has the flavour of a breakaway. The punchier riders will be salivating at what's on the menu as well. The road from Mora del Rubielos to Aras del Maestart is 1.1 kilometres short of 200k and offers up 4 categorised climbs, 2 at either end of the stage. The first 2 are the biggest, with an intermediate sprint before 2 category 3 climbs on one of 5 new mountaintop finishes of this year's race. Well, if you missed any of today, you can catch the highlights at 8 o'clock British summertime tonight on Eurosport 1. We're back at the same time of 1:45 tomorrow once again, and that is live for you on Eurosport 1 as well. And we're spoiling you tomorrow because we have stage 1 of the Tour of Germany coming up as well. That is live on Eurosport 2 at 3. For now, though, it is Angel Madrazo riding high after our first mountaintop finish of the race. Only 7 more of those to go. We'll see you for round 2 of the Summit Showdowns tomorrow. Don't miss it. Join us then.
Coverage of La Vuelta on Eurosport is sponsored by Zwift, where fun